about me. I'm single. I have a roommate. We've been living together since August, and it's been going well. I have the most perfect dog. She's an Australian Shepherd. Really close to my family. Spend a lot of time with my family. And what I have planned for today is not anything super exciting, but it is something. So I figured I would get on here and vlog it. Today I have to work at the bank job. I hesitated because I wasn't sure if I wanted to say that. I do work at a bank. I'm going to leave it at that. And I work there Monday through Friday. And then I also work at a bakery part-time. And those hours are sporadic. So I am on my way to the bank. Obviously, there will only be limited clips I can get of me there. So we'll see what I can get there. But I will be working at the bank today. And then after that, I plan to go to my mom's house tonight. I am doing my younger brother's hair tonight. He likes to have little, essentially little box braids on his natural hair. And so that is what I am headed to do after work today. And it's always a good time at my mom's house. We might play a little video game. We might play a board game, something like that. Since we'll all be together, I think my sister's going to come over and hang out too. So we will see what we get into there. I guess some New Year's things that I have been contemplating. I don't really have any New Year's resolutions this year. I wouldn't call them resolutions. I just want to grow. I want to grow as a human. I want to grow with me and my health, body, just growth as a person in general, growth in my faith, personality, friendships, just any way I can grow personally, I want to do. My faith is a big one to me. I am trying to put that in every aspect that I do. I'm cutting out the worldly things in my life as best as possible. I say as best as possible, it's completely possible, but I'm trying to do that and make conscious effort to do that. And I've got that 52 week Bible journal thing for Christmas, and so I'm going to try to do that too, just to stay on track and have a guide. I got that for Christmas, so I do plan to do that every day of the year. And for I can read, it's supposed to be able to read the Bible in the year. I'm not quite sure how. I didn't really flip through the whole thing to see if every scripture is covered, but I'm not sure how it works because the first day alone was just 3 scriptures, and I don't know how many scriptures there are in the Bible, but there are 66 books, and I really just don't know how. I have a dog hair. No, that was one of my hairs. I really just don't know how I'm going to complete the whole entire Bible. Reading 3 scriptures a day, I don't know what that math is, but I still don't think that is going to cover it. Sorry, I keep yawning. I don't think that's going to cover it, but we'll see. That's pretty much all I have going on this weekend. Oh, and then Sunday, I have quite a few things going on. I have church. I do teach Sunday school at my church, but we're not having Sunday school this Sunday. We have a huge, Christmas mess going on at the church, from where we decorated for Christmas and had a Christmas play, and everything's just still out and stuff. So I decided not to have Sunday school and just spend that time cleaning up. But before I go to that, the bakery is having a staff meeting. So I will have to go to the staff meeting, then go to church, clean up during Sunday school, and then I'll go to church. And I'll get to show you a little bit of that. And Sunday is prep day. So we will be prepping for the week. I want to do some meal prepping, some grocery shopping, just preparing myself for the week, the gym, everything. But that's just a little insight about what I'm looking forward to do for year 2026. I guess the resolution would be to vlog my life. It's not very interesting in my opinion, but it should be fun. Have someone for me to talk to. I'm actually about to pull into work, so I'll pick this back up later. Okay, I wasn't talking to the camera because I was afraid someone would walk in, but I'm the only one here right now, and I am currently making coffee. I'm trying to figure out places I can discreetly film without people knowing, and also without using the logo of our bank, because I feel like I'd get in trouble for that. So it's a lot of places. I didn't realize how many places it was until I decided to do this. Like there's one directly behind my desk, so we'll figure that out. But I am gonna have some coffee this morning, and I'm gonna get my day started. Okay, I kind of figured it out. The side view will have to do. You can't see my screens. You can kind of see the logo here and blur it out. Blur it all out. Like impossible, it's everywhere. We'll blur out the logos to everything. Maybe if I turn it this way a little bit. See that sign right there? This sign, big logo. This way you can't see anything, so it's good. But I'm at my desk now. I'm about to get my day started. I am the only one here right now, and that's the only reason I'm talking to the camera. There are 4 other people who are in this office interchangeably, but only 2 of us are, only 2 of us are constant. So I'm the only constant person who's going to be in today. And there should probably be 2 other people who are scheduled to be here today, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to get my day started. I might turn the camera on every now and then like this to get little clips, but my desk is in like a main lobby-ish area. So I do get a lot of foot traffic, so I don't always get to it's very public, so I'll have to be discreet just for professional reasons. But yeah, this is it. I'm just a little messy right now. I just have a lot of things that need to be put away, filed, all that jazz. But I'm gonna get my day started. It's the first of the year, so sometimes that's a little rough, but I still need to do my devotion for the day. I don't have to work at the bakery today, so I could do it later today, but I'm also going to my mom's, so I don't want to put it off and then not have time to. So I might do that real quick before I get my day started, or just work it in at some point today. I do have it all the time, but if we get a chance to do that, I will definitely turn the camera back on. But as of right now, I'm just gonna leave it running while I get all logged in and stuff. And since I'm the only one here, and I'll turn it off, and that's what I'm So first, I want to admit that this is hard. I did not record anymore today. And I did other things. Work got kind of busy. I kind of forgot. I didn't forget, but I just didn't realize what all it would entail. But I had to do daily processing because the person who does that was off today. And that just takes more of my focus. So I didn't think to turn the camera back on after someone else joined me. I think that was the last clip, someone else coming in and me talking to them. But I went to lunch with a coworker today, and I could have done that, but I don't know, I haven't really crossed the bridge of filming in front of people. This is literally my first day. So I don't know what that looks like, but I could have at least like took a picture of my food or her food or even like the place we went to. Didn't think to do any of it. I am back in my car. I am on my way home to my house. I need to get some stuff to go to my mom's house to do my little brother's hair. I'm gonna get my dog and put our stuff together, and then we will head out. But my day was busy, but it was really good. It kind of was like one of those days where like the to-do list just kept piling up, like this needs to be done, this needs to be done, this needs to be done. And I didn't get overwhelmed, which is surprising for me because I'm normally like a super anxious person. But I just was like taking it with a grain of salt, like, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it. And I finally got to a point where like I was able to start like knocking some of that stuff off. And it did take until like 4:58 to do so, but I did get it all taken care of work-wise. Some days my days are like very, very light with things that have to be done. And so I'll make like a to-do list of things I want to do outside of work. Like if I need to do some stuff for church, or if I need to do like a to-do list or a grocery list for home, or I just want to like organize something that's going on in my life, I'll do that at work if I have time to. And so every day I put like something that is outside of work on my list. And I did not get to those things today because I had work that needed to take priority. But overall, it was a good day, and I enjoyed my lunch out with my friend. Fun fact, we actually went to college together for a brief amount of time. She was a little younger than me, and so I graduated before her, and we both worked at the same like work study together. But I don't know, we were friends, but like mainly because we worked together. I don't know that we would have ever crossed paths if we did work together. All that being said, because I graduated and left, you know, we didn't really keep in touch after that. She was still there, I was gone. We didn't really keep in touch after that. And then Small World brought us back together to working in the same company, and she just started a couple of months ago. And so we've been trying to do lunch every now and then just to like have friends. She's really sweet, and I enjoyed my lunch with her. It was good. I come to realize, like, as I sit here and think of things to talk about and things to say, that I'm in the car quite often. So I guess like majority of my filming will be in the car, especially on weekends like this where I'm like going back to my hometown, my mom's house, and working. It will be a lot of car vlogs, I guess, but that's okay because I am a yapper. All right, it's a little dark, but I kind of forgot about the whole like you're gonna need light to film thing, and it's gonna get dark quickly. So we are gonna do story time super quickly and introduce my pup super quickly. Nova, come on. This is Nova. She's, oh, hi baby girl. You can't get a really good look at her right now, She is, it's too dark. She is a 3-year-old Australian Shepherd. I've had her since birth. Well, not birth, but, you know, old enough to come home from birth. I did get her from a breeder. She's very, very energetic. She doesn't do the greatest with behavioral things when she is overstimulated, but we love her, and she is one of the greatest purchases I've ever made. So yeah, that is my dog. You'll see a lot of her, so like I'm not even worried about you guys not seeing good pictures of her. Maybe I'll interject some good pictures of her so you can see what she actually looks like. She's really beautiful. But her name is Nova Jean, and she is a little menace, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I want to tell you a story time yesterday. After I left work, I did work at the bakery last night. After I left work, I was very hungry, and so I went to Waffle House. I left work at like 10:45, and in the town I live in, there's not that many options for food after 10 p.m. Other than like Taco Bell, McDonald's, those type of things. A lot of restaurants close at 10 p.m. And it was a holiday. It was New Year's, so it was New Year's Day, so a lot of places were closed. But I was just at a big hankering for breakfast food, so I went to Waffle House. And because I decided to go to Waffle House at like, I don't know, 10:45, 11 p.m. at night, I was like, this is probably not the best idea to go to Waffle House alone at this time of night. I don't live in a super like crime rated area or anything like that. Just like, you just hear stories about Waffle House. So I shot a quick text to my best friend, and I was like, hey, I'm not scared or anything, but like, it is Waffle House, so I was just letting you know that I was hungry, so I came to get Waffle House alone. And she was like, oh, so funny. And like I said, I wasn't really worried about anything, but I just thought that that was a smart thing to do. And I go in, and there are other people in there eating, and I go in and talk to the waitress, and she's really nice, and she's gives me my food and stuff, and she just like kind of looked at me and was like, did you just get off? And I had on my bakery shirt and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I did. And she was like, oh, and I was like, how long are you guys here? And she was like, she told me and stuff, and she's just talking about how she works at Johnson. She's just really nice. And you know, I didn't have any like outwardly fears, I guess you should say. Like, I wasn't like nervous sitting there. I didn't like feel like I was in danger in any way, but it was just like, I don't know, it was almost like I was just like, I am determined to not be scared. I'm determined to like not make this a thing, that like I know that God got me, and that this is fine, and I can enjoy this meal, and I can do this alone, and I can, I don't know, just be okay. And it was fine, and she was nice, and we were just talking, chit-chatting. She's talking about her life and her kids and just general stuff. And you know, my food got there, and I put a headphone in, and I was like scrolling on my phone with my headphone in and stuff, eating. And she was just, you know, she let me eat. And then I didn't even really realize it, but everyone else had left. And so since everyone else was gone, I guess like, since they're open 24 hours, I guess they go through lulls of nobody being around. And so she asked me if she could play music. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. That doesn't bother me at all. And, you know, I had my headphone in anyway. And so she gets her phone or whatever to play her music. And the first song that comes on is Smile by Kirk Franklin. And, you know, it was just like a moment of like confirmation for me. I love the Lord, and like, He loves me, and in that moment it was just like, hey, you're fine. I don't know, it was just, you just know when God like checks that box, like you had already committed to being okay, that you were fine, and that nothing was going to be wrong with you, and that like you had all the security in the world of being God's child. And then God just confirmed it with like, you're not in danger with this. And we just listened to that song. We both knew. I knew it, and I like didn't even realize I was singing along like outside and like out loud and like bobbing my head. But it was just like great confirmation that I truly needed from the Lord. But yeah, that was my story. Okay, so we made it. Oh, it's right there. You just can't see her. We made it to my mom's house. I did stop to get me something to eat. I got a cold wrap from Chick-fil-A and some french fries and a drink. I ate the french fries on the way here. I had told my brother to go ahead and get in the shower. Oh, sorry, the light went out. Told my brother to go ahead and get in the shower and that, to wash his hair, get all blow dried and stuff. Highly doubt that he's completed that task. So while I'm waiting for him to finish that, I will eat my sandwich. But me and Nova are going to go in and get settled. And I will try to get some clips of doing the hair or any fun things that we get into. Okay, well, I am going to end today's vlog. Hopefully I can insert those photos of my brother's hair. He was not feeling great today, so didn't even ask him if he'd be okay with me filming it. But we did take some before and after pictures of the back of his head. So I do want to say that he gave me the ope-a-dope on those. He asked me for corn rolls, and I'm not the best at those. I haven't had a ton of practice, so they look a little sloppy, but he was okay with them. He liked them. They'll be good for like a week or two, so it'll be good. I'm about to do my skincare. I am in my childhood bathroom from back home. I'm gonna do my skincare, and then I'm going to go to bed. I also got a clip of me doing my devotional for the day. Did get that in. Barely. It's 11:41. I did get that in. But there were other people in the room while I was doing it, so I didn't want to talk and film it. We are at the dog park. We've been out here for about 30-ish minutes. Nova is not the most friendly dog, I will say. She doesn't like other dogs. She's an apartment dog, so she hasn't had much exposure. But that's on me. That's my fault. But she doesn't do well with other dogs, so this dog park is completely empty, so we're having a good time. It's a weird dog park. It's just open space, I guess, for them to run. She likes to chase things. She's not really big into like fetch. It's more of like a herding thing, so she doesn't really want to bring it back to you because she wants to keep it herself. Like, she feels accomplished because she herded it down. If herded, I don't know if that's a word or not. But we're gonna be out here for about probably 15 more minutes, and then we were gonna go get lunch for family. But yeah, this is what we're doing out here. And it's weird because like across the street is a metaling company that does like industrial metal, and then there's the interstate, and this is right behind a gas station. So I really think it's like for traveling people, but it's not far from where my mom lives, so it took me about 6 minutes to get here, so that's nice. So we're gonna continue to play for a little bit, and then we're gonna go get lunch. I believe we're gonna get Subway for everyone. I'm gonna call and see if anybody else wants anything, but we're gonna have Subway for lunch, and then I'm gonna go home and get ready. I do have to work at the bakery tonight, so I will be getting ready to go there tonight. The bakery is in the town that I live in, so it is a 30 to 45 minute drive back to where I live, but that's okay. We don't mind it at all. But me and Nova will go back there tonight, and then I will be back in my hometown for church in the morning. So haven't decided if she's going to stay at my mom's tonight or if I'm going to take her back with me and bring her back in the morning. Really just depends on how I feel. Sometimes if I think about it, like if I plan out correctly, I will just stay and just drive to the bakery and back to mom's. But we were supposed to have a staff meeting at the bakery and it got canceled. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna stay at home. So I didn't bring any clothes or any supplies for us for Sunday to stay the night tonight and to be able to go to church tomorrow. So I might be leaving her here and just staying myself and then coming back in the morning to get her. But we'll see. But yeah, we're just gonna sniff around, get our energy out, and then we will head to get some Subway. Yeah, in a couple of minutes. Looks like we picked the perfect time to head out because as we were cleaning our paws and getting some water, another car pulled up. They had two smaller dogs, which would have went in the smaller side of the park, but still, Nova would have just tried to chase them the whole time. That's why she's still looking, because we're still, oh, hold on. Well, I can't get the angle right. But we're still pulling out, so we're gonna head to Subway. I'm actually gonna call the family to see if anybody else wants anything, and then we will go get food and head back to my mom's house. Okay, it is 12:30 p.m. I just got back to my mom's house. I decided just to come back here. I decided that before I realized how late I was gonna get out of work. But it was just a long night and I didn't get a chance to film any of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my devotional for the night, and I'm gonna do skincare. Then I'm gonna go to bed and we will start this vlog over tomorrow. Hi vlog. It is now Monday, January 5th. I decided just to continue out throughout the week. The weekend was the most exciting part of the week. I don't have a ton going on, but tonight we're actually going to undecorate the house for Christmas. There's not a ton of stuff, but I'm going to get all that out, try to like reorganize it a little bit, put it back, take the tree down, stuff like that. So I'm hoping to get some clips of that. And then after that, we don't really have a ton going on, which is great. We don't have to work our second job today. So we are just going to chill at the house. And we meal prepped a lot last night, but we need to still do some salmon and some stir-fried veggies. Excuse me. So we will meal prep those tonight as well. And yeah, but other than that, I'm just going to either turn some music on or even turn the TV on and watch something on TV. And I'm going to start taking down the Christmas decorations. And I think I'm just going to start by like compiling everything here on the island. And then that way when we go to put them away, it's a lot easier. They're all in place. Like starting with this vase. Unfortunately, this is what I'm having for dinner. But I am gonna go to Dairy Queen and get me a mini blizzard after this because I feel like I deserve it. Okay, I have to do this quick, and I don't even know if you can hear me because the machines are really loud in here, and this is ice machine and stuff. But I am at my second job. I'm covering the civil, and I have a task tonight that I might actually get to film. So I wanted to come on and just say hi. And it's Wednesday, and I'm gonna get all my stuff together to start my shift. Good morning. It is now 7:41 and it's Thursday. I actually finished super early at the gym, which makes no sense because I was late to the gym, but we got it done quickly. But because I finished so early, I was like, oh, I'm going to film a little bit before work. I actually was like, oh, I have time to get myself a coffee. I don't really drink a ton of coffee at all, but I really want a iced caramel coffee this morning.
Welcome to Dunkin'. What can I get for you?
Hi, can I get a medium iced coffee with milk, sugar, and caramel, please?
Okay, what else?
That'd be all.
All right, drive around.
Thank you. So anyway, I have time. I don't have to be working until 7:30, and I was like, ooh, I could go and like sit in a coffee shop and do my devotional until like 8:15 and then drive to work because I'm about 15 minutes from work. But then I was like, the only sit-down coffee shops are Starbucks and this place called Aroma, and I just don't really like Aroma's coffee. It's very nutty, but it's so cute. It's such like a cool place to like sit down and chill, but I just don't really like it. And then Starbucks, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it, so I'm just going to get Dunkin'. Like, I'm in the Dunkin' drive-thru now. I'm just gonna get my Dunkin', and then I am going to drive to work parking lot and have like a coffee devotion in my car. So last night was kind of funny because that clip is probably super chaotic. I don't even know if you could hear me. I haven't even taken the time to look at it. Okay, sorry, the radio turned on. Like I was saying, I was getting the coffee and now I am headed to work parking lot. But, oh no, I was talking about work last night. I haven't even looked at that to see if you can even hear me in the editing. So I don't even know what it sounds like, but when I got there and I got my task for the day, I got excited because I knew that that was like something that was like solely me working on by myself, and I could film it. Well, when I got into the actual kitchen, my little normal spot that I do it in is usually in like a little corner. Well, it was taken at that time, so I couldn't use it, and I was like, dang, I don't really know how I'm gonna do this while being out in the open, because most of the kitchen's out in the open except like a couple of nooks and crannies. So I got a little self-conscious, and that's why it's really choppy. I don't really know how to like tell people like, hey, I'm gonna actually film this, and I actually don't know if I'm allowed to. I might not be allowed to at work. I don't know, but I just time-lapsed me making some curds and try not to get anyone's faces and stuff. I'm sure once I edit it, it will be choppy and you won't see faces or anything like that. But I don't know. And then I realized, like, every time someone walked past, you could see the back of their shirt, and I was really trying not to show the logo of my employment. So, I don't know, it was a mess. But I'm going to, let's try the coffee together. I don't know if it recorded, but I got a medium iced coffee with caramel, sugar, and milk. Pretty good. It's a little bit more coffee than I normally like it, but it's not bad. I'll probably finish it. But yeah, I'm gonna drink my coffee and drive to work, and then I will come back when I have my devotional out already. Alright, I just got to work. It is 8:01, so I don't have to technically go into work until 8:30. So I have just parked, and I'm going to do my devotional in the car. I know I talked about at some point that I have the the Bible in a year 52-week Bible study thing. And I know I talked about that a little bit, but I'm not sure if I talked about the first week's reflection questions. Sorry. I don't know if I talked about the first week's reflection questions. And one of them really had me stumped. It says, what is one room or space in your home that needs God's creative order brought to it? And what 3 steps could you take this week to begin that process? Okay, well, technically, the last day of that week was yesterday, but I had no idea what it was asking of me, and like I was struggling to understand. But it actually goes back to the first scripture in Genesis about God creating the heavens and the earth, and how he took chaos and made it into order. And I was very confused, didn't 100% understand what was asking of me. And so then I was like, why don't I just Google what creative order means, and like all the different ways that it could have been interpreted. And that's what it was like. A room that has chaos that could use order. And so I decided that was my desk at home. It's not super messy or chaotic, but it is messy right now, but everything has a spot to go into, and everything has order. So like it has all my different art things and all the different hobbies I have, but there's no space on my desk where like I'm supposed to like produce work. And like I look at my desk as like something that's like joy, creativity, gives a product, and I don't have anything related to my faith there. So I just was like, when I was reading the different definitions of what creative, and it has in quotations, creative order could be, that's what kind of spoke to me, is that like this desk that brings joy, and like you like having everything having its own spot, but there's not a space in that part of your life that is centered around God. So I need to take the time to like take that space and reorganize it, and just make sure that like that I have it God-centered as well. It's just art, so it's not anything like super like worldly, but I do think that like a part of this journey is just like transforming your life, that every part of your life has some part to do with God. And I just feel like that was a part that I needed to do. But that being said, I did not come to this realization until day 7, so I'm still working on that, and I think that'd be cool to kind of like film me cleaning up that, so maybe I'll do that soon. But today starts week 2, and week 2 is about God's love. So I'm actually just going to do this. I do it on my iPad. I like made a little spreadsheet that I like to fill things out. And then I don't actually write in this. It has places for you to write, but I don't actually write in it. I just feel like if I ever wanted to use this again for anything, that I'll keep it clean, and that way I can go back to it, and I'll just use my iPad to like keep up with it. And so I'm gonna start week 2. Okay, so I just finished my devotional, but I wanted to show you guys each week has a different like color for the week, and I'm so extra, but I like using a highlighter for my Bible for the same color. So like when I highlighted in the Bible where the scripture was, I like to highlight it with the same color of the week, and then under each weekly scripture there is a I don't know, just like a saying of what it's talking about, what it's telling you, and I like to write that beside it in my Bible. So I don't know, aesthetically, which I know that's not what it's about, don't get me wrong, I know that's not what it's about, but aesthetically that like makes me happy and brings me joy. So like when I'm flipping through my Bible in the future, I'll just have all of these like rainbow colors of reminding me of this devotional and this time, and hopefully it will like take me back to like what God did for me in that time. And I just love that. Okay, I'm on my lunch break. I went to the store because I wanted to get a small little gift. Me and my sister are coaching my niece's basketball league. It's nothing too serious. She plays a league with our school and this church league every year, and we've just really enjoyed getting to know the girls and the parents and just like that community, and somehow my sister convinced me to coach, and we start tonight. And I wanted to get each little girl like a little gift, just like a welcome gift, and I didn't want to do candy because I don't know any of them yet. So I don't know if they have food allergies or anything like that. So I was like, I can't do candy or food yet. But I was going to get like cute little drawing pads, or, you know, like the magic marker pads. And I could not find enough. Like there was only like 1 or 2. There was 2 Hello Kitty and 1 Mickey Mouse. And there's 7. The Hello Kitty one would have been perfect, but the Mickey Mouse one would have been too young. But I was just like, well, that's annoying. And then I couldn't really find anything, but I did find a couple of cute things that I wanted to show. This is a phone holder. How cute is that? Like there's 2 different spots, and like you can set it on your desk and stuff. Thought this was so cute, and I'm gonna put it at home, on my desk at home. And this little picture frame. Don't really know what I'm gonna put in it, but I thought it was so cute. But they had like a whole collection of like this type of stuff. And then I just got a Diet Dr. Pepper because I didn't have anything to drink with my lunch at work, and a candy bar for dessert. But I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I have the first practice tonight, so I'm definitely not pushing a camera in anyone's face. And I've been editing through the video when I have free time, and it is taking a long time. Like, really kudos to those who do this full time, truly. But I want to end it here, and I will start another one maybe tomorrow or the next day. I don't really have much going on coming up, but we'll see what we have. I enjoyed doing this week, and I hope to keep it up. See you guys next time.